Welcome, my friends, to Tea Time Tarot. This is where we're going to delve deep into the shadows of ourself and begin releasing the knots of the emotional shit that we have built up over the years. My name is Bonnie. I'm an intuitive energy worker. I use the tarot and oracle cards to dive into the shadow parts of ourself that we have been ignoring, but has been knocking on our head for so long. So this podcast is all about getting into that, opening that door that's knocking on you, knocking on your brain that you've been ignoring for how long now, and releasing all of that crap. Not fearing that door, not fearing the unknown of what's going to happen when you open up that door and start letting all of that those memories, those past beliefs, whatever it is that we've got going on behind that little door we're hiding from. We're going to release that and we're going to experience transformational healing. Like, honest to God, I have been doing this for years now, and I've been very skeptical of how I share it, but my knock is getting really loud, and it's telling me to open my door and start walking into that unknown and sharing this with you people. With with you people, I'm taking that back. With anybody that's willing to listen, anybody that's willing and wanting to become more aware of who they are and get past all of those traumas and negative beliefs and crappy talk, and start living in the moment and feeling the gratitude and the love, not only for other people that surround you, but mainly for yourself, because it's possible, right? Like, we're able to accomplish anything that we want, but we hang on to that crap from, like, when we're children, in those fears. And it's just foolish of us. It really truly is, because I'm realizing now at 48 that getting through, like, seeing how minute and kind of in disbelief on how something somebody had said to me when I was 12 years old is still holding me back from becoming who I want to be at the age of 48. It's crazy. So I want to thank you all for taking the time to click on this. You know what? I'm gonna do this as like a kind of a podcast style. So, but for this read, for this energy healing, for this new journey, this new chapter of me being confident and understanding that I am um, I am worth all of the success. I am worth sharing this information, this healing journey with you. I have been given something for a reason. And I always I don't try to hide it, but I don't understand it. But the understanding is coming along with sharing what I'm giving to you guys through these reads. So I have already gone through and shuffled the cards and just laid them out. Um, I'm gonna just go through and see what kind of messages that we have to bring us a little bit of awareness of ourselves, to see maybe what is holding us back. I don't know. Think of a question. Think of something that you're seeking an answer for. But I'm going to tell you something. Okay, so when I read these cards, when you could be saying that, I want to win the lottery, but in the back of your mind, you're really worried about what's going to happen with you and your husband, or what's going to happen with your job. Like, there's always a deep-seated um, energy door that you're not wanting to really face, because maybe you're fearing the outcome. So generally, when where I'm getting at is when I'm reading the cards, I'm going after that deep seed, that knock, my friends. I'm not going for that like curtain of bullshit question that you're seeking. I'm going for that real deep, wondering what the heck's going to happen, or what am I doing. So let's take a peek and see. Now, I did, when I first started to shuffle the cards, the heart chakra come out. So I don't know if for anybody right now that you've been experiencing any kind of loss, of hurt, of maybe also some I'm hearing pain. Maybe you've been experiencing chest pains, maybe you have heart difficulties, and there's something, I have to say, there's something that in this area, in the heart area, in this heart chakra center, that you've been hanging on to for a long time, that's just begging to be released. So hopefully in this in the cards that have been shared with us, we're going to find some pardon me, some kind of an answer, and see if we can figure out to become more aware of what it is that you're hanging on to that's creating these problems, to let them go, to give you relief. So the first card, oh yeah, okay. So this is where I kind of wish I was showing this video, but the first card I'm pulling up is emotional loss, and this is holding the man in this card is holding his health. Maybe that's what you're worried about. Maybe there's something about your health that you're really concerned about, and you're trying to figure out why. Maybe you've been experiencing pain. This could be like in your shoulder area, in your chest area, maybe not even being a heart issue, but in your arms. Maybe there's some kind of pain in this area, and there's some kind of emotional thing that you've experienced, so some kind of a loss that you've experienced that you've been unable to heal from. But you have to understand that, because I'm seeing like that shell of a, and you know, it's so if you don't know me, I do enjoy the great outdoors very much. I participate in wildlife management, I will say. But anyways, while I was out in the woods the other day, I actually came across one of these snail shells, and to me, the shell, the snail shell is all about regrowth. It's all about letting go of something that is old that you've been hanging on to, and moving into a new home, and moving into a new self, and moving into that new shell, because that new shell is going to let you grow. It's going to allow the light to come through. Okay. So I'm feeling that if you've experienced some kind of a loss, you have to understand that it's a loss for a reason. Okay. So forgive me. My throat is getting very sticky. So maybe this is part of my healing. Anyways, experiencing the loss is meant to open you up to understand yourself on a different level. And when I say that, I'm feeling like a grieving process. Like, you can grieve, you can be sad, you can be mad, you can feel whatever it is that you want to feel, but you can't stay in that process. You can't stay in that shell. You can't just keep on um reliving those emotions, because when you think of something sad or something hurtful that somebody's done to you, your brain doesn't know the difference as to whether it in your body, your system, your nervous system doesn't understand that you're not experiencing that anymore, that that's something that you experienced in the past. And so when you think of that thought, you get those feelings that overcome you again, and that's why you fear entering into a situation like that, or fear the loss, and grieve the loss for so long, because you don't know how to let that go to be able to move forward. Okay, I'm hearing flip the other card. So travel lightly, simplify your life. This man that I'm seeing is he's left the baggage behind. He's grateful for what he has learned. He is grateful for what he's experienced. He is grateful for all of the life's beings I'm hearing, and he knows what needs to stay back. He knows that he doesn't need that emotional energy. He doesn't need to live in that grief. So um he's moving past it. Like, when you say moving past it, okay, you don't forget. You don't forget about what happened. You can never forget about what happened. Well, you can, but in reality. But you don't have to live in that feeling anymore and keep on believing or fearing or living that same experience every day over and over again. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope. But pardon me. It's all about leaving okay, it's all about leaving that behind. It's all about moving forward. It's all about saying, okay, you know what? This feeling, uh, I've experienced this loss. My I'm going to say my husband left me. Um it, just cuz it's actually, you know what? No. I'm going to use Paula. Forgive me for using your name. I know you won't mind, but I'm going to use you as an example right now. The loss of a family member. Okay, that I have not well, I have experienced that actually, but I didn't have a very strong bond with my father before he passed away, which is very unfortunate. I wish we did. But anyways, um experiencing the grief of them leaving, of the not being able to pick up the phone and the sadness of not having them there. You need to experience that loss. Okay? You need to experience those feelings. You need to let those feelings and let that energy go by crying, by screaming, by yelling, by being angry, by doing whatever it is that you need to do in that moment. But you also have to understand that that is not where you need to stay in your thoughts. Okay. Like I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. Like you don't need to stay in that feeling of grief. You can be in that moment, but when that moment's over, you don't need to keep thinking about how sad it is that they've passed because you've already just experienced that feeling. Okay. And when you experience that feeling, you can be thankful. Be thankful that you have the choice to, like, you have the experience to feel that love, that bond, that connectedness, and also that you are able to feel the grief and the sadness of them being gone, but also knowing that you don't have to stay there. Life is still going to go on and you can still love them. You can still love them. You can still talk to them. You may not pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Dad, how's it going?" Instead, it's like, "Morning, Pa. Want to have a coffee? Go sit outside and have a coffee." If you want to have a conversation with him, you have a conversation with him. You don't. It's your choice. They are always there. They are always around. Like myself, my dad. I. Oh, hang on. Okay, so there was a little bit of a pause there. Sorry about that. Lunchtime. So, anyways, taking light of what you need to let go of to move forward. The next card that came up is like a new beginning. Okay, it's like the beginning of stability, of strength, of moving forward, knowing that you have 2 feet planted on the ground and that you can do whatever it is that you choose to do because you are grounded, you are safe. This is your root chakra. So for some, myself included, maybe noticing some pain in your hips. Maybe there's some kind of movement that you need to open up to. This could be in regards to like sexual energy. Maybe for some that you've been feeling a little repressed or feeling that you may not be good enough. I don't know. But this is all about opening up your base chakra, your root chakra, and knowing that you are grounded in whatever decisions you make to move forward and that it's okay. It's okay to move forward because when you move forward, when you allow yourself to let go of all of the crap that you've been hanging on to for all of these years, you're allowing the abundance to be felt, to flow towards you, to come towards you. You can't have a happy thought while you're thinking bad about yourself or when you're thinking about all of the grief and all of the sorrow and all of the hurt and all of the words that somebody and opinions of others. You can't feel happy when you're feeling sad. But if you take the moment to catch yourself when you're feeling sad and be like, okay, I don't want to feel this right now. Let's think of something better. Say something positive about yourself. Even if you don't believe it at first, feel it. Okay? Just feel it. Feel how good it feels to say, I am worth it. I am grounded. I am safe. I am ready. Feel how empowering those statements can be. And when you start to think about all of the things that you're grateful for, be it the fact that you have a job to go to, or that you have a spouse that is willing to help, or you have a dog like me right here that just wants to keep me on my toes all of the time. You know, you can't feel bad when you're feeling grateful. It's just not possible. Your brain won't allow you. Because as soon as you start to think bad, all of the negative things are going to start rolling in your head. All of the reasons why, all of the how comes, and all that other crap is going to come. But when you think of, I am grateful, I'm thankful, like look at be grateful that you can wake up in the morning and feel the breeze on your face and have somebody you can say good morning to, be it a stranger. Actually, it was kind of funny this morning. I had a stranger say good morning to me when I was getting gas. It's kind of weird at first because, you don't have too many people say, hey, miss, have a good day. Good morning. And it's like, oh, well, thanks. You too. Makes you kind of send you in a little bit of a like, what? And then, makes you feel good, send you on your day. So, what I'm saying is be in the moment, okay? Be in the moment of being grateful, of being thankful, okay? I know. So, here's what I'm going to say. I have a program that I'm starting. I'm going to slowly release little bits of information and videos about what releasing the emotional constipation is. It's all about a journey of becoming self-aware, of becoming grounded, of understanding and going through these emotions and these beliefs so that you can let them go. Okay, let them be, not have them running your life anymore. And that, my friends, I'm going to tell you, it takes time. Okay? Like all of this letting go and manifesting and all of this stuff, it takes time. You have to put in the work and the effort for yourself first before you're going to start seeing any of these things coming forward. Any of them. Like, you can't be living your life based on everybody else that's around you. You have to live your life the way you want to. Because if you don't and you keep on sitting back and crying about it, guess what? Nothing's going to fucking change. It's going to stay the same. And you're not going to allow that abundance to flow through. You need to get rid of that shit that you've been hanging on to. Whatever it could be, stories from, gosh only knows when. Okay? But letting go is what needs to be done in order to move. Like, I don't know. I don't want to sound, I don't know. Move it along, Bonnie, I'm hearing. Okay, so I've pulled a card for some advice. So let's see if this advice card, or this, I don't know if I want to say advice, but I find these cards make you think a little bit and become a little more aware of what's going on within yourself. So hopefully this card hits a little bit home with you and opens you up to start seeing where you need to let go of the emotions, because everybody's different. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own past, but only you know what you need to get over. So let's see what it has to say. Whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes. Oh, how beautiful. Finally come to fruition. Be patient. Everything will come together for you. We are never alone. Our loved ones are never gone. You are always going to be able to hear their voice and their words guiding you towards what is right when you ask them a question. You know what they're going to say. You know the truth. You know these people. these spirits, they are always, always there for you. Always. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else. Finally, we got some tarot going on here. You can make the change as quick as you want to, but um you have to take a moment. Okay, you can't you can be all gung-ho and ready to go move forward, and like, I can't say move forward, but you can be all gung-ho and ready to go, but then once that gung-ho is gone, it's just kind of like you're like, well, maybe I'll start tomorrow. You know, self-awareness, becoming aware, is not all about I don't know, it's not hard. All it takes is a change of mind, a change of thoughts, a change of the way you talk to yourself. You just have to be willing. I don't even want to say willing, but you just have to stay focused and stay aware about what your thoughts are saying to you. You just need to, I don't know, I can't say you just need to, because okay, so have you ever got to a point where you wanted something in your life, or you were experiencing, you went through, okay, so you went through a breakup. Let's use relationships are so much easier because, we've all been through them and we all understand. So you've been through this relationship with this fella, things didn't pan out, you break up, and you cry, you live in the depression, you live in the sadness, you live in the fear of never being good enough for anybody else. Talk badly about yourself. You think you're overweight, you don't think you're pretty enough, you don't like your hair color, all of this other stuff. And then one day you finally wake up and you say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to feel this anymore, this isn't true, this isn't who I am, this is not. The reason you're feeling so crappy is because you're lying to yourself, for one, with when you're saying all of that crap. And you're like, one day it's just like, okay, I'm ready to move forward. So you move forward, you stop. And I know you've all done this, we have all done this at some point over something in our life. We have been like, okay, I'm ready to not do this anymore, I don't want to feel this way. So you start taking steps to change your way of doing things. You decide that you're going to get up an hour earlier in the morning and you're going to read your book, or you're going to go for a walk every day, or you're going to start to exercise, or you're going to do something that makes you feel good. You're going to get up, you're going to curl your hair, you're going to put on your makeup, you're going to put that feel good energy in yourself, and you're going to feel that for a while. Then guess what happens? All of a sudden, all of these things, all of these people, all of these relationships start coming towards you that are good. And you're like, wow, I never expected this. Like, how I let myself believe that I was that bad. And then things are going on and on and on, and everything's great. And then all of a sudden you get into this relationship or this situation and things are going really good. Then all of a sudden, bang, that moment hits you and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, what just happened here? Like, everything was going great. And then, but as you're thinking everything is going great, what's playing in the back of your mind? In the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh, this is too good to be true. Like, this is just, something bad's going to happen. Like, it always does. Every time things start, and you hear it all the time. And I've said it all my time. Things get going good, then all of a sudden, bang, life throws you a little curveball, and then you're flat on your face going, what the hell just happened here? Right? Well, that's that wake up call that has been telling you over that you've been living in that thought in the back of your mind. Okay, that bang is like, you've been asking for that. You've been asking for this to not be good. You've been asking for this person to be cheating, because on the outside you're saying, yeah, this is great, but on the inside in your mind you're saying, oh no, he's cheating. Oh, my ex did this. My ex did this. My oh, he's late. Oh, he must be mad at me. What did I do? What did I do? Or like, your job. Oh, my boss isn't gonna, I'm not good enough for that raise, or but on the outside you're telling everybody that you believe you are, but on the inside you're telling it yourself that damn well you're not. And that is the biggest lie and reason why you got that bam wake up call. And it doesn't matter. I just kind of lost myself for words with that. You know, it's like, you don't have, you don't have to live for anybody but yourself and your thoughts and becoming aware. And I just feel like I'm repeating myself right now. But like you're good enough, like take that bam moment and don't sit in it forever. Take that bam moment as a whoa, wait a minute here. I got to put the brakes on and change something. And the change has to come within me. Nobody else can change the situation. Yeah, it can change, but it's never going to change because you need to change your thoughts first. You have to be, what's my card say downstairs on my dresser? You have to be willing to accept all of your faults in order to begin your healing. You need to, the change starts within you. And I'm sure everybody's heard that before, but the change starts within you. And when you start telling yourself a different story, life begins to move past those moments of giving you a little knock on the head and being like, whoa, what just happened? You can change. You can change the situation. You can change the story. You can be happy. You can be happy. You may be thinking that for the longest time you're not happy, but why aren't you happy? Because you're not letting yourself be happy. Because you're telling yourself all of these things. Because instead of being instead of looking at somebody or the situation and being, wow, like I'm pretty grateful to I'm pretty, like I'm pretty grateful to be able to have a roof over my head, because you know what? Yeah, everybody has problems. Everybody has issues, but they're not yours. Okay, so I feel like I'm starting to just kind of go off on a little bit of a different turn there. So I want to thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to pull one more card. I want to pull one more card. I made these cards, and I want to see um, the last a leaving thought for you for the day. Okay, let's take a peek. This video definitely went a little bit, or this audio went a little longer than expected for me, but that's okay. Like I listen to podcasts that are like almost 2 hours. So let's see what our lasting message is. Don't see the glass as half empty and trust your gift of sight. Don't see the glass as half empty, right? Change the perspective. Look at things from a different point of view. Make the change within you, because you know what? It's you that has to make that change, instead of looking at that glass as half full or half empty. Somebody could say it's half full and you could say it's half empty. Do you want empty or full? I don't know. I honestly prefer full, you know, half full. I would rather, have an abundance and yeah. Let me see. One more. One more. Magic happens when you're silent. Trust your gift of sight. Magic happens when you're silent. Trust your gift of sight. Magic happens when you're silent. When you go within, when you listen to the voice, when you listen to the truth, when you hear what is meant to be the next step. And instead of ignoring it and taking the steps that keep you safe and keep you in the same thought process, let that go and trust what you're seeing in your mind, what's behind that door. Trust that what's behind that door that's opening up for you is an abundance of wealth, health, love, everything you could dream. Everything you want is behind that door. And we just keep on being fearful of opening it because we don't want to let out, you know, the part of us that's been jammed in and quiet for so long because of the beliefs, because of the fears, mainly because of beliefs and, well, the beliefs of what create fears. But trust it, go within, listen, because the change starts, the magic starts inside when we're quiet and listening to our true mind. All right, my friends, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this guided message today. And I am looking forward to many, many more. You all take care. Bye bye.